Yeah, yeah, but welcome to the foundation. It is yours truly, the incredible DJ Battle in the building. Hey, disclaimer time. Basically, letting you guys know it's just the Kang up in here. They're just going to touch on a few subjects that have took place in between the last show and the current one. And I don't want no drama, no BS, no legal action, none of the above. Why is that? Entertainment purposes only. You already know what's coming, right? Of course, of course. Starting with what's going on right now, and I definitely want to, just send some prayers out to the folks out west, man. First and foremost, man, this is horrible. The wildfires going on in the Los Angeles area, which is terrible. And the really sad thing about it is this could have been prevented. Let's just be honest. And it was from what I'm hearing, it's been deliberate. There's someone they've caught a few people that are responsible for setting the blazes. And with those high winds, man, there's nothing for those fires to take off and pick up. This is really a nightmare. I don't have no envy or jealousy toward those who live out there in the West. Like some people, it's just sad how some people are just, instead of just sending out prayers and trying to figure out ways of how to best accommodate people. Sometimes it's you can just give kind words or inspiration, and that doesn't mean much. But hating on somebody is that's just a whole different animal right there. I really don't get it. We've seen many images come out. Now the crazy thing is I even seen videos of someone driving, and they like was throwing some little gas tanks out, setting fires out there. I'm like, this is just crazy, to see. And then there was another person who had like a shopping cart, they set that on. They set some inside of the fire, inside of the cart, set it on fire. Push it out to the trees. So this is madness, man. We knew something could happen like this in that area, but because of how dry it is, but this is like the perfect storm. Also, poor city management. Why would you cut the firefighting's budget? I saw that. You cut the budget. You know, and that place definitely is known for a lot of bad fires. How can you cut that budget out of all things? And then the State Farm. State Farm. Recently had pulled away the coverage for fire in some of those areas. Like really? And the timing make it just seem suspicious. Like why would they do this? And then this happened. It kind of makes you wonder. I mean, we can guess and speculate, but it's insurance to me is just the biggest scam, and that's just one of them. I mean, think about it. You're a person that done paid years, decades, all your life. You've been paying on the insurance, and all of a sudden they just snatch it away. See, I guess they haven't learned from the current Luigi situation. I guess they haven't learned. They think people just gonna just say, "Oh well, we just don't have insurance no more." Okay, and we'll figure out a way. We're gonna figure out a way, all right. We're gonna figure out a way. Like, yeah, got the light bulb swing. Yeah, yeah, we gonna figure out a way. Yeah, we definitely gonna figure it. So, so yeah, man, it's just like I said, it's just one big horror story, and I don't see it ending no time soon. The damage is, everyone's seen the pictures in the video feed by now. The damage is just beyond disturbing. Yeah, yeah, man. But I'm definitely gonna switch topics on that and um, continue to pray for the people out there. And it's terrible, man. That's the best way to say it. But let it go to the next subject. Now, this next situation, man, this is very disturbing to me. Especially when when you're talking about, bringing a life into the world, bringing a new child into the world, and you take them to the hospital, go deliver the baby, and if the baby's born premature or whatever, and you have to put the baby in the NICU, it seems, you think that the doctors or nurses have the child's best interests at hand, and you trust them, and then you come to find out that there's a pattern of babies with bones broken, just deliberate, not accidental, something that's deliberate, like broken legs, broken feet, broken at in the same area. So, of course they get to looking at the videos and come to find out, the very nurse who was overseeing these children at the NICU, name's Aaron Strotman. Here's the lady right here. The video shows her, doing some nasty things to the kids, like breaking their limbs, like on purpose. Sick, right? Sick. You playing with kids' lives, destroying lives, really. Why would you do that to a child first and foremost? And it's just so evil, so sickening. And then for this lady to sit there and talk to the parents while the parents are asking questions, how's my child doing? And she just basically just uh, half giving half answers and but the whole time just not showing no remorse or anything. So it's like, this is sickening, man. It really is. And I want to say that she had a pattern of this. If I'm not mistaken, I honestly think I've seen something that stated that she done something like this before, and they put her like on a year administrative leave. Now imagine that. Basically, that's like a damn paid vacation for a year, and then brought her back on board. Yeah, that's this hospital, which is in Virginia. It's backed by ACA. ACA. Yeah, man, this is a problem right here. I hope the parent, because the father he spoke on it, on basically on how this chick's basically a sociopath, how she went about her business. But yeah, went on the paid leave for a year though. I can't get past that. That's like a vacation. They probably looked at me, oh, just a couple black babies. Just take some time off, think about what you did, write a book or two, write a course on how this doesn't need to happen again. We're gonna make sure you're paid though. We're gonna make sure that you nah, this is beyond jacked up, man. When you playing with kids like this, this father, he was better than most because a lot of folks would have acted, especially you talking about coming across some footage where you deliberately hurting a helpless child that's just helpless. Nah, yeah, that just get me just sick, just thinking about it. It is just disturbing. So so yeah, man. But the of course the child is still healing. It's but as a parent, man, that just make you. How can you sleep at night? Knowing that somebody did this to your child. You can't trust anybody after this. Especially you take them to the hospital. You watching everybody. You need to be walking right. Especially when you have your child. You need to walk with them everywhere they take your child. Have eyes on them. Make sure they ain't poking them with some needle. You know what I'm saying? Giving them the jab or something. They do it, man. They do it. They do the stuff in a heartbeat. You be honest, and of course I'm not going to recommend what someone should do, but here's what I would do or have done. Watch my child from the moment they were born up until the point where they're placed down, and keep eyes on it at all time. Keep eyes on your child at all time because these folks, man, they they look for a moment to do something to your child. So it's just got to keep eyes on them and like, look, I get the necessary, you know, uh, shots or vaccines um, at a later date. Let me just take my child and let me take it from here. So But yeah, man, this lady, man, she like I said, she caught the right one because um, usually people are hurt somebody. You talking about hurting a kid, especially a newborn child like that. So it's make your blood boil. It really does. Um, but yeah, yeah, you know, like I said, the lawsuit is definitely going against the hospital, and this chick, forget administrative leave, she needs to be locked up. Period. I mean, she need to do some serious time. Serious time. Come on, this is newborn children. Come on, why would you? What kind of spirit you got that you? But you look at her eyes, crazy, insane. Yeah, that she need to get the business, do whatever they sent her. Yeah, so definitely gonna transition out of that, man. Because like I say, that right there gets my blood boiling. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but let's go to the next subject, man. This one right here, um, believe it or not, this is this goes back to our area. You know, the South. You know, we're under a weather advisory as well. Um, we're about to get some snow. You know how it is here. And that picture back there just so funny. I hate that you can't see the head of the snow monster that's invading the city. It look like it's only got like 1 damn inch of snow. That's all it take for it to shut down the whole South is 1 inch of snow. And the madness has begun. You know, we're expecting some snow in a few hours. It's like a big deal. You go out to the stores and the shelves look like this, and it's crazy, man. This people act like we're going to be snowed in for weeks and weeks, and I'm sure it won't be no longer than the weekend. You know what I'm saying? By the time Monday come back, it'll be business as usual. You know, if it looks like this, it'll only look like this for 1 or 2 days, and well, you know it, it'll be back to normal. But like I say, we're expecting at least, you know, I give you a range from 1 to 5 inches. So we shall see. We shall see. You know, not definitely not gonna hang much on that topic. It's just now this next subject, man. This one right here, we definitely need to talk about. You know, you send your kids out, send their kids out to do the sleepovers. And you know, in most cases, it can be okay experience, especially if you know the parents and you know the family really well. But in this situation here, recently, a 12-year-old boy, you know, goes to spend the night. You know, you pour boiling water over someone's face, you know, permanent scarring or you know, first or second degree burns. That's just come on, man. Really? You gonna pour some boiling water over a young man's face while he sleep? That that's criminal. You know, you can only imagine you sleeping in somebody just pour some boiling water on your face. Really? And yeah, the face is blurred out because you know it's disturbing to look at. But I actually have seen the pictures what it looked like without the and dude face was oh it was his face was messed up. You know, he definitely got some permanent scarring for sure. So I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? This what the we like I said, we've done things like put whipped cream on somebody's face, put whipped cream up under their nose or something, you know, or take their hand and put in some warm, lukewarm water, make them feel like they're in a lake or something. But come on, man. Some scalding hot water. And where the parents at when the water boiling? I know you can't supervise everything, but come on, you're boiling some water late at night. What the hell is y'all doing? Yeah, that's criminal, man. That's criminal, Lexi. Yeah, that's definitely criminal. Yeah, so it's definitely something to keep your eyes on, and we wanted to see how that'd turn out. Definitely expect some charges. Well, I don't at this stage again. I don't expect no charge. I expect depending on who the parents are and who the kids are, maybe just a verbal. You know, you shouldn't do this now. You know, make sure it's not boiling when you pour it on the next time. Make sure. I don't expect nothing too much to be come from it. But we'll see. We'll see. Definitely want to keep an eye on for sure. So yeah. So what we got? We got cold weather. We got fire. We got babies getting bones broken. Um, what else we got, man? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We might as well throw in a new pandemic too, right? Why not? Beginning of the new year, they got the higher ups always warn us that another pandemic will be upon us, and this is where we at now. They trying hard to make some stick. What is it this time? Oh, it's a respiratory virus this time. They gave it a name called Meta. Here we go, MetaPneumonia. So I guess folks are now coming down, with pneumonia like, type of sickness. And it's over in China. So they already got the stage set. It's over in China right now. You know, it's it's the same script. Same script. So what you think they're gonna send down the pike for us? You think they're gonna send some miracle drug that can help us prevent catching it? Like the last time? How that work out? Of course, I ain't gonna talk about that. I ran that to the ground. But people, I don't honestly think that people not gonna go for it this go around. Even if it is something, people just not gonna put their life on hold like they did the last time and go back to living in a box or a cave. It's not gonna happen. Not this time. Nah. Mm-mm. Don't see it happening. So, you know, we, that's another situation we got to keep our eye on. We got to, because we know in the blink of an eye, now they have the robots available. They might have march them right to the door with the whole kit and everything. Like, we're not leaving until you take this. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, this next situation, man, I didn't really care much for it, but a lot of folks been hitting me up asking my opinion on this whole Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Acho situation. I'm like, look, man, they're adults. Um, for those who don't know, they both work for Fox Sports. It's been documented that Joy Taylor, basically she used her looks and basically move up the ladder. I mean, this is nothing to do in the entertainment industry because of a lawsuit being brought by the hairdresser. It got a lot of drama going on between the personalities there. But what I did find funny and hilarious, once it all came out, Emmanuel Acho, who used to play in the NFL. I think I want to say he's from Texas, but his people are from like Nigeria. So he always pride himself on being Nigerian American, and which is cool. Nobody got issues with that. But once again, we start talking about delineation and how they try to draw a line on how they're different from us, and we like, man, whatever. We ain't tripping on that. But anyway, in this particular situation, when all the information was revealed on how he pretty much was sleeping with Joy Taylor, and like I said, they're adults. Who cares? I mean, she has clips of her saying that in the game she's in, basically you can be, and I'm just paraphrasing, you can be as a good employee as you want to, but all that doesn't matter. You can, like she said, you can come early, work hard, stay late, but if you gotta, the person that has the better relationship with the boss, or is gonna be the person that advanced. So, and everyone who's been watching that, network knows that, she's moved up like a meteor in that company, and of course it came to the light that she was, banging the executive there and Acho, and and some folks were kind of disheartened or felt some kind of way when promotions they didn't get promotions because of because she was doing what she was doing. She was getting an advancement and they weren't. But once it all came to the light, you know, they both deleted a video that they had on X or Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter. And when they when the video came out, no one paid that much attention to it because it was a video of Acho basically just giving Joy praise, like, yeah, she came up in the game, a black woman, how hard it is to come up in this game. And he just kept going, I just and she's such a great woman, just giving her props. He just kept smelling his finger. And I'm like, nobody paid attention to it until this news broke out. And then it's like, oh, it's like basically you could tell that, he must have just finished banging her out or whatever. It all came to a head. I was looking at it and I was like, this dude keeps smelling his finger. And, here it is right here. You can see him while he talking. It's like the whole time he giving her props and giving her praise while he smelling his finger. So people put two and two together on why they deleted that video so quick. I thought it was hilarious because I was like, man, this dude got caught out. They got caught out there like that and basically just playing in people's face. Like, yeah, she came up in the game, a black woman, without manipulating the system, and she did it the hard way and the right way. You know, man, I was over there dying laughing. But like I say though, people are adults. Um, they do what they do, but I do understand why they deleted it so quickly. But you know how it is in the internet world, especially like with Twitter. Once you put anything out there, you can delete, you can do whatever you want to. It ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be there. Always gonna be there. So we'll see how that whole thing play out as far as the situation. Like I said, I don't care about it, but I did find the humor though in that part. But now this one right here, man, and I'm not gonna hold y'all up, but this one right here, I find kind of disheartening. The guy who alleges to be Jay-Z's son, the guy who's basically trying to get Jay to take the blood test, and brother been persistent for years. He's been persistent for probably like at least over 10 years from what I've seen. Because I remember when he first came on the scene, like yeah, my mom basically told me that he was my father, and of course his mother transitioned. His name is Satterwhite, Ramirez Satterwhite, and time of course he goes by, and he's been persistent. Day week in or month out, he's always maintained. He just want to know who his father. If Jay is really is really his father, and in my mind I'm like, okay, what's the big deal then, Jay? Just take the damn test. What's the worst that can happen? This could be, but you start digging into it, what's going on now as far as the woman who's been accusing Jay-Z of rape when she was 13, which is her stuff isn't lining up. But this guy's been basically been trying to get closure for way over a decade. You know, basically stating that he don't want anything from him but closure. And if anyone's a parent, you think about it. What's the big if you're gonna put yourself in that young man's place and not knowing who his father is, it's like having a puzzle and you just got this pieces just missing. You know. So I get what the young brother's saying. He just want closure. He don't want nothing from him. So what's the harm? I mean, yeah, they got some features that's similar, you know, and even that's not going to be 100%. But why avoid just taking a simple DNA test and make it go away? Now more stuff is starting to come out of light, about his tendencies to younger women, almost like R. Kelly, because of the Foxy Brown um, situation, to where they said he was blowing Foxy back out when she was around 15, but we don't know this. But when your own homeboys or folks you used to run with say that this is true, it raised some eyebrows. But that's way back then. Nothing you can do about it, right? But with this situation, and here's what I believe why he's not doing. The reason why I don't think he's taking this blood test is because of the age of when Ramirez's mother had him. She had Ramirez when she was 16. So of course the conception period was during while she was 15 years old. Of course he's gonna try to throw as many roadblocks of not taking that blood test. Um, and at some point I wonder, uh, I mean, when you talking allegations like this, man, um, at what point does the law get involved and say, hold up, man, this man has been persistent. We know how Jay hustle game was when it comes to the industry. He didn't just take no for an answer. He didn't just come up overnight. You know what I'm saying? He put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? He put in a lot of work in the game, been persistent. Well, this young brother right here has been just as persistent when it comes to trying to figure out what is whether or not if Jay's his father or not. So he hasn't gone away. But you can see on that last picture, not that one, but you can see in that last picture when he on that last interview he did, because you could just see that he just looked broken, like just like, man, I just want closure. It's not even fair. I just want to know. And like I say, when you've been every child wants to have that parent. They want to know who their parents. They deserve to know who their parents is, man. That's like a blueprint of who you are. You want to know exactly where you come from, who you are, and it's only right that Jay just take the damn test. Just take the test. That's the only way at this stage. That's the only way you're gonna make it go away. That's the only way. So, to avoid it for this long, that not is definitely not a good look. And especially when you pride yourself as a father, you got your kids, and you pride yourself as a father, but yet still you got this child, or in this case, a young man by now, a young grown man that just won't close it. You can close it. You can shut it just by just taking the test and proving it wrong. So the fact that it hasn't came up by now, that kind of makes me feel like, yeah, dude don't wanna. He ain't. He not gonna. He know he the father. And this is bloodline. This is somebody walking around on your blood, your face. You know what I'm saying? But everybody different, man. Everybody, some people can sleep at night knowing that they got children all over the place. It is what it is. It is what it is. But we'll see how that situation will play out. But yeah, man, that's all I got for you, man. I just need to go ahead and get ready to roll up out of here. Thought I would stop through. Definitely will be back next week.